I brought her here after her examination was over.
Mizuki. Has she said anything?
No, still can't talk.
Was it okay for you to bring her here?
I got permission from the hospital. Apparently, the hospital director has been poking a few of the nurses.
What?
So I asked him about that, and all of a sudden he seemed very open to the idea.
Wait, are you
That's not
gonna...
permission, it's blackmail.
Same thing.
Wait, are you not gonna do anything about the nurse poking? If you're using it as blackmail, that means you're not gonna charge him for the sexual harassment. Dude, you're not gonna convict this man of sexually harassing his employees while in order to do nepotism towards this girl who very much is a suspect? That ain't right.
You know what you need to do now, right?
No.
Sync with her.
What? Against... Do we ask permission for that? Sim date. Gay relationship is in the game. Okay. So did we ask permission to sync? Can't we just ask her what happened? Oh. Strange string of characters figures scrolls across the monitor. Okay, me in real life man says there is a game that is also a sim date. They updated the game and added gay relationships in it. Wait, what's the game called? There's a game that you can simulate gay dates in. The legality and ethics of forcing people to sync with Date is very much up in the air. Mizuki can't speak due to trauma. Can she nod her head yes or no to allow the thing to happen? What? Ugh.
Hey, Pewter? About Iba. Could you do something about her personality?
Do something about it?
It wouldn't kill her to be more modest. Maybe a little more ladylike?
Oh my god.
If you dare reprogram me, I will self-destruct in your eye socket.
Good for you, Iba.
So you were listening, huh?
He was about to Stepford Wife, original movie, that eyeball. What the fuck? Women should be more ladylike. Reprogram, delete her brain. I hate you, Date. He was good for you, Iba. Explode his brain. Strange.
Her vitals are stable. Her EEG is also stable. I think we can proceed.
The rest is porn? So what? Tell me. Tell me the game of the gay dates. We played Coming Out on Top on the channel, and then we almost got banned for it, but we put it on there. Someone's telling me about a gay dating sim, sorry.
She's only 12. You sure this is okay?
The machine is safe. I can guarantee that.
Okay,
You have nothing to worry about.
but the weird smile you put on your face makes me worried. Did you get Renji's
Renju
permission?
Okiura is Mizuki's legal guardian. Did you get permission from him?
I couldn't get in touch with him.
What?
What? I thought he was being questioned by a local unit.
His questioning ended around noon. He hasn't been heard from since.
Why would he...
I don't know.
So, we don't have permission from her guardian. We don't have permission from her. Nobody's getting consent, and we plugged a 12-year-old into a brain simulation brain thing. Are you sure you want to do this?
If we don't do it now, then when? This is exactly the kind of situation Abyss was founded for. Besides, if you dive into Mizuki's subconscious, you may be able to help her. Her aphonia is psychogenic. Physically, she's fine. Her injuries are mental. Which is understandable after seeing her mother like that. You may be able to heal her, Date. You just have to sync with her.
I
You're the
understand.
only one who can.
Remember the movie The Cell with Jennifer Lopez? That was a cool movie. Very scary. Trigger warning, it's done by like a creepy murder rapist. So Jennifer Lopez has to go inside the brain of a murder rapist. And that's really crazy and weird. And there's a bunch of just strange things that happens. But this is the same premise pretty much. They enter the brains of people.
You're asking me that now? I'm asking you to sync with Mizuki because we have no progress. Maybe Mizuki saw something at the scene. Maybe she went inside that merry-go-round to hide. But she isn't answering any questions. The only way to find out is to dive into her subconscious mind. Don't you agree?
No. I don't agree. I'll try talking to her. She can't hear me from here. Binder full of papers. Okay, now what? Boss is watching Mizuki through the glass. Are you ready?
We are ready to begin.
He looks like an evil
Date,
Pokemon
go to
trainer.
the sync room.
Got it.
Are you sure he's not like a Pokemon scientist or something?
Agent Date, Mizuki is reacting. Her heart rate is rising and her brainwaves are showing signs of disturbance. She may be getting nervous about the procedure.
Date, try to calm her down.
How do I do that?
It's true that she can't speak to you. But she can hear you. Try talking with her.
Sure thing, boss. Mizuki, I've never told you this, but I'm not an ordinary policeman. I belong to a special investigation unit called Abyss. Advanced Brain Investigation Squad. We explore the human mind with state-of-the-art technology and research. There are a billion kinds of suspects and persons of interest out there. People that lie, people that don't say anything, people that have head injuries, or some that have deep mental wounds that keep them from talking. So, how do we get clues from these people? We have to get inside their heads. The truth is in their minds. Our job is to find it.
I feel like at least we're explaining it to her.
I'm gonna be inside your head. I'll be looking for clues about the culprit.
Not only that, we will also attempt to discover the cause of Mizuki's muteness and rectify it. With her aphonia cured, we can ask her further questions directly.
Maybe she just doesn't feel like talking. The subject's chair? That's Mizuki, you dick. About psych gear.
I know it looks scary, but trust me, there's nothing to be afraid of. There's no pain, no side effects. When this is all over, you'll go back to your regular life like this never happened. Sinking is what we call diving into someone's subconscious mind. You sink deep down into their psyches, and you synchronize with their true selves. People like me are called sinkers. Sinkers enter the subject's subconscious, which is a dreamlike state we call Somnium. It's Latin for dream. There are 6 sinkers at Abyss. I'm one of them. Hey, Mizuki. When this is all over, what should I say?
Let's go get some of that stew you like.
Hey, Remember when we went last time? You were laughing about how it looked like throw up? But it tasted so good. You were devouring it. You kept saying it looked awful, but you loved it.
Do you not have a more heartwarming story, or...
I'm sorry, I'm really bad at this.
Date, her heart rate is steadying. EEG is stable.
I wanted to pick a.
Date, get into position.
I wanted to pick one that related to her because the other ones were just ones. The other one said, "That's Stu that you like," so it showed that he remembered something important that she enjoyed, rather than just something that I thought sounded cool.
Let's begin.
Oh, and Special Agent, I forgot to mention one thing. I added a new feature to the sync system.
A new feature.
You'll learn more when you're synced. It's very useful.
Shouldn't you tell me before I go into
Sure,
someone else's
got it.
brain about a really important feature? And that guy is obviously evil. He's always doing evil smirks.
Date, you ready?
Okay. Ready anytime.
Remember, Date, you have only 6 minutes in the Somnium world. Any longer, and your consciousness will be absorbed by the subjects.
Yeah, I know. I'll find a lead and get out in under 6 minutes.
We're counting on you.
Well then, let's begin.
So we have 6 minutes to do the thing that we need to do. So we're going to be Aiba? So we embody Aiba when we're inside, or is this different?
What was that?
Nothing. I was merely trying to enter the scene like a cybernetic assassin from the future.
Look, if
Okay.
you're trying to do that, you'd have to do it naked. Is this Bloom Park?
First of all, Aiba, #1 gamer girl, fucking girlfriend. Like a real nerd, true nerd. Meanwhile, Dante's ruining it by being gross.
Lightning in a birdcage. Maybe this is representative of Mizuki's state of mind.
The fact that Shoko was killed here must weigh heavily on Mizuki's heart.
Mizuki should be inside that column.
To get the information we need, we will have to deal with the lightning and the cage and get to Mizuki.
I'm sorry that happened, Bisected Brioche. They shouldn't talk to you like that. That's really bad.
Move fast, or time is going to run out.
Unnecessary. Look around.
Look around?
This is the new feature of Sync that Pewter mentioned.
You can stop time?
Only when standing still. Time is moving incredibly slowly. Currently, you and I are transmitting information at high speed, so it only appears as though time has stopped. Are you familiar with the concept of time dilation?
It has to do with relativity, right? Two people can experience time differently depending on space-time.
This is similar to that. The flow of time in Somnium is different than the real world.
This could be useful. You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes, right? But with this, you could take your time and explore.
Let's get started. Somnium scan! Activate!
Mental lock, #1. So time only goes by if I'm moving. So I gotta minimize my movements. Heal Mizuki's heart. Mizuki is mute. By hearing her mental wounds, you may be able to get important info.
To reach Mizuki, something must be done about the lightning that keeps striking the birdcage.
Lightning's supposed to strike at the highest point.
An ice pick piercing Shoko's photograph.
Iba, speaker over there. It's shaking.
I see. It must be connected to the ice pick.
What do we do here?
Healing Mizuki should be your top priority.
I know.
There's a 6-minute time limit in Somnia. Time's expended whenever Iba is moving or performing an action. Pay attention to the remaining time left in the upper right of the screen. Unlock all mental locks within the 360 second time limit.
An ice pick stabbed into Shoko's photograph.
Push in.
Date, are you certain? Will this heal Mizuki?
I don't know. Just try it.
Understood.
No good, huh?
Mizuki is still a child. The solution may be simpler than you think.
Simple, maybe. But this is a dream. Not everything goes how you expect.
Shoko's photograph has... Right. No one would want to see their mother like this.
Ah, because in the crime scene... Oh-ho!
It keeps going. What is this?
Something happened over there.
So we always have to use the logic of the things we already know and have already seen. Because remember, Mizuki pulled the ice pick out of her mother's eye, and that's why she had the ice pick, because it upset her and she wanted to help her mother.
The pillar became a lightning rod.
It looks like we can get to the birdcage now.
Our next step must be to remove it. Date, we got a timey.
A timey?
Time induction matter in encephalon. You can think of it as an item that affects the flow of time. Using this, you can slow down or speed up time in Somnium.
Is this another function Pewter added?
Correct.
Sounds like a dream.
Well, it is a dream. And because it is a dream, extraordinary things such as this are possible.
Got it. Guess I'll try to use them where I can.
Oh yeah, a birdcage usually symbolizes being trapped. True. They're only able to hold 3 timies. Picking up a timey when you already hold 3 will replace one. Timies are expended after 1 use, but use them as often as you can. Let's see.
This appears to be the microphone for the speaker.
Listen up, miscreant. I know you're hiding in there. Throw down your weapon and come out with your hands up.
Nothing happened.
Your parents would be very disappointed in you. You can fix this. You have so much to live for. You can't give up hope now.
You're having fun, aren't you?
I'm trying not to mess this up. This is making me
Agent
nervous.
Date, you've
A
got
mic.
5 minutes.
Stop it!
Yeah!
Stop it already!
Try the control room. But I got it in Somnium. Remove the birdcage, blow the birdcage away. How do I use a Somnium?
The control room of the merry-go... What is your plan once I am inside?
It is a control room. Maybe we can do something in there.
I do not think it will be that easy.
Just try it.
I can use the timies before I do something. That's a good idea. Okay.
I didn't expect to see this inside.
I do not see an exit either.
But there's something suspicious here.
I see 2 bird cages.
Looks like there's something inside them. Take a look.
A bird cage. There are ripped pieces of paper inside. All right, leave it to me. It is heavier than it looks.
Nothing happened.
All I did was move the cage.
Retry will allow you to return to a save point after just unlocking a mental lock. But you only have 3 retries. Going back 1 lock costs 1, going back 2 costs 2, and going back 3 locks will cost all 3. You regain your 3 retries by selecting restart from the menu or by failing the sync. This is likely your best option if time is low. Oh, the other one disappeared.
There are torn pieces of paper. Leave it to me. I enjoy puzzles like this. Done. But...
Hi, Louisiana.
You were able to get out?
One day I came home to find that photo torn up in the trash can. When I asked Mizuki about it, she started to cry. I don't know why she tore up that photo, but whatever her reason, it seemed like she regrets it. Since we repaired the photo in Somnium, the birdcage...
Mizuki must be having a hard time.
But the cage is gone. We can get to Mizuki now.
Do you not see the horses spinning at hurricane speeds?
You can do it if you try a little.
No, you can't.
All right, fine. We have to stop the spinning.
There's this huge block in the way.
A mic.
Panda ride. I'll try that.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
The panda head is spinning. Why?
Maybe it's like the speaker before.
Aha!
I see. These were also linked.
That's right.
Mizuki!
Let's go to her.
Got it.
Wait. If you choose the correct answer as your final action, you can actually exceed the 130-second time limit. Okay. Peter's sleep talking. More than 1 second. When you clear, you get a prize. No, boss. Anything but that. What?
A mic.
Stop. Stop.
I don't know, I thought maybe that would help.
A merry-go-round horse. A merry-go-round horse.
I have time. Maybe I should talk to it.
Excuse me, but do you happen to know the culprit? I see.
Did you learn something?
I did. Beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Well?
This horse cannot speak English.
Alright, I'll take this more seriously now. It was just right there, I needed to talk to it.
It's Mizuki!
Hug her.
Mizuki.
Yeah, has anyone hugged her yet in the real world? Yeah, nobody's hugged her yet. Everyone just kind of just acknowledged that she is mute now. Oh god. Oh, she must have seen it. Seen the murderer. Pain, mother, blood, and secrets. Dr. Manhattan? Yeah, is that...
Are you okay?
Date. Date!
Looks like she can talk again.
Shoko yelled at Mizuki a lot. Rinju knows he isn't qualified to care for Mizuki, which is why Date does. There's also issues between Shoko and Mizuki. You missed it because you didn't interact with everything, but Shoko yelled at Mizuki a lot. Oh. Well, I didn't want to run out of time. So, sorry I missed some stuff. And about Shoko. I know that after Ota ran off, something must have happened to make Mizuki want to hide. How are you doing?
I told you I'm fine. So annoying.
I annoyed you already, huh?
The pressure is annoying.
What pressure?
Force over area measured in pascals, dummy.
I see she is back to her usual self. Her attitude is within normal parameters.
I think I liked her better when she was silent.
Hey, Date. Are you hungry?
I'm fine now, but I didn't forget your promise.
I promise?
Stu, you said you'd take me.
Haha.
So you heard that, huh?
Aphonia only affects speech. Her hearing should still be intact.
Sure, Mizuki. When we're all done here.
I can't tell you.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
That's not a reason. You were at the scene of the crime because of that Nile message. Whoever sent it to you is a prime suspect.
I don't think she is going to answer. When she is in a mood, it's impossible to get her to talk. That's the kind of girl she is.
Sometimes I think you know her better than I do.
How long do you think I've been observing her?
It's been 4 years now.
Correct. I know things that even you do not know.
Like?
I have a big question. Is Iowa controlling our brain or something and suppressing our memories? Because she keeps talking about how she medicated us and is talking about changing our medication and stuff. And now she's like, I know things that you don't.
Actually, never mind. Some things I'm better off not knowing.
By the way, we already looked into Mizuki's cell phone.
That's
Unfortunately,
private.
the contents were wiped.
I'm tracing the sender of the Nile message through other means, but it's taking me some time.
Say, Mizuki, who was that figure I saw?
What?
In Somnium, in your dream, I saw a silhouette.
Date, Mizuki would not understand the question. She does not experience somnium as you do. You are witnessing a dream inside her brain.
Iba is linked to your brain with an artificial nerve. To put it more simply, Iba is a part of your brain. During syncing, your consciousness is sent into the subject's somnium. Part of Iba's self is also synced, but only a part. Not all of Iba's functions are transferred into Somnium.
So that's why Somnium Iba is so dumb.
What?
Don't call me dumb.
I don't think she's gonna be evil. I think she's gonna be chaotic neutral. In that one day she'll say, oh, I don't want to be suppressing your memories anymore, even though government told me to. Gonna stop now. Thanks.
In a normal dream, the person experiencing the dream cannot remove themselves from it. Dreams are first-person experiences. However, the circumstances are slightly different during a sync. The syncer dives into the subject's mind and experiences their subconscious thoughts. But this dream is experienced as an observer, as though you were watching a play. The subject is the author, director, and actor. The syncer is merely the audience. Oh, that. I saw it too.
Who or what do you think it was?
Most likely someone Mizuki saw in person projected into her subconscious. Dreams can only be constructed from images and experiences the subject was present for. Mizuki's Somnium couldn't have contained that figure if she didn't see it in person. Of course, not everything we see in our dreams looks exactly the same as it did in the real world. You saw some strange things in Somnium earlier, didn't you, Date? That event you experienced is obviously not as it happened in reality. Dreams are a collage of many memories, intertwining and blending with each other. Your skills as a syncer allow you to untangle those dreams and solve mysteries no one else can.
Pewter, who do you think the culprit is?
Well, let's see. Perhaps it was you, Special Agent Date.
What?
I'm kidding.
Now what?
Hey, Pewter, when we were in Somnium earlier, Iba was in human form. She's never looked like that before.
That was Iba's idea.
What?
I thought you would be more pleased. I designed it to your taste.
What part of that was my taste?
I know everything inside your mind. You don't have to hide it.
Pewter, Iba's broken. She's talking crazy.
I am not broken.
Perhaps Iba admires the human form.
It's not that.
Iba lesbian for
It was
confirmed.
just a little something.
Uh-oh.
I consider Kaname Date to be my host. I owe him gratitude.
Uh-oh.
I simply thought that appearance would make him happy.
Uh-oh.
Why would that make me happy?
Oh, gosh. We're gonna date our eyeball.
Never mind. Did you see anyone at the merry-go-round the night you found Shoko?
I did. I saw someone in the corner past the merry-go-round.
Who did you see?
I don't know. It was dark and raining. They looked scary, so I hid inside the merry-go-round. The door was open a little bit, so I snuck in.
I sympathize with her. Okay. Peter's standing his hands in pocket. Is there anything else to do? Mizuki is laying in the chair. Okay, how do I leave? Help!
Hey, can I pop this cherry?
What?
Date, you sounded quite proud of that pun.
What? Don't
Perhaps
say.
you'd like to repeat it.
No thanks. It's not the same as the first time.
Upper left, there's a door. Oh, thanks. Oh, it's not letting me leave. If the Iba is connected to Date's brain and she can have dream sex with him, and I don't know about you, but I had a fairly sensory complete wet dream in my past, so Iba could be a mind-blowing partner. Wow, okay. Can I move the camera? Oop. Can I move the camera? Oh. This whole time I didn't know I could do that. This whole time I didn't know I could move the camera. Oh gosh.
How would I know? We still don't have enough information. Continue your investigation, Special Agent. No need to report specifics. We saw it all from here in the control room. What the Sinker sees in Somnium is projected here, remember? We've got it all recorded.
Isn't it incredible? I invented it.
Anyway, we know about the figure you saw. I wonder who that could be. Yeah, I'm glad she's talking again. You healed the wounds in her heart by syncing with her. Well, you meaning you and Iba.
The boss has extraordinary perception. I deserve much of the credit for helping Mizuki recover her voice.
All you did was follow my instructions.
Date, Mizuki needs you. Protect her. Right, there was something. Hey, Mizuki. When we found you, you were holding the ice pick, right? Can you tell us why?
When I got there, the ice pick was stuck in my mom's eye. I couldn't think straight. The only thing I could think was I had to get it out.
So, you panicked and pulled it out.
Yeah,
And you held on to it when you hid in the column.
yeah.
Okay, just one more question. This is very important. When you pulled out the ice pick, was Shoko's eye still there?
I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
The eye socket was empty.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mizuki. That was very helpful.
Boss shines in moments like this. She doesn't hesitate to ask anything.
Now we know that Mizuki did not remove the victim's eye.
When we got to the scene, it was definitely missing.
And it has not yet been recovered. We can therefore conclude it has been removed from the scene.
There's some indigenous jewelry from New Guinea. I think it's called koteka. What? A metal shelf by the wall. Why is there indigenous metal? I mean, not jewelry. Wonder what koteka is. I wonder if that's a hint to something. Alright, how do I leave now?
Anyway, I get the story. Mizuki witnessed a suspicious person at the scene, but she didn't get a good look at them.
Maybe there's something at the scene we missed. Date, could you return to the scene of the crime? There might be more to Bloom Park than we first thought.
Oh, we lost our eye. Date lost his eye in... Date lost his eye, his left eye, and so did Shoko. So I wonder if we're both the victim of the same crime. When I returned to the scene, I brought Mizuki with me. I saw a suspicious figure in Somnium, but I couldn't be sure of its exact location. I brought Mizuki along and helped pin it down.
Somewhere around here, right?
Yep.
Here's the horse turned upside down. Looks like a sad, overturned insect. In the past, there would have been a nice paved path here. It's covered in brush and weeds now, but I can still make out the trail heading back. The figure went this way.
What do you care? You never cared about me, ever. And I liked it that way. I don't want you getting close to me. You think I like you now because I hugged you after the sink? Did you think, aw, how sweet, she likes me? Don't get it twisted. I only hugged you because you were standing right in front of me. Could have been anything. Could have been a pole or a cactus. In fact, I wish it were a cactus. So stop worrying about me, okay?
So she says.
Yeah, I do.
What do you remember?
I went to this amusement park when I was little. I was 4. I remember it so clearly. This is where I saw my mom and dad smile. I had so many happy memories here. The only happy memories I really have are from here. Memories of my family are so bright and colorful. But now, this is where Mom... Nothing. Just wondering where this goes.
I guess I should check it out.
Iba, what's past here?
This leads to the subway.
The subway?
It has of course closed down. It is no longer in service. This is due to the explosion at the chemical plant that occurred years ago. The surrounding district of Kawasaki was contaminated and declared off limits. Bloom Park closed for the same reason. As did all commerce and industry in Kawasaki. This means the railroads and public transportation to and from this area were shut down as well.
The subway. Iba, does the entire track run underground?
No. The track leading northward from Bloom Park eventually rises to ground level.
At a railroad crossing?
Correct.
Then the tracks must cross a surface street at some point.
Correct.
Railroad
do me a
crossing?
favor. Can you see if any cars were driving on that surface street last night?
Searching.
Hey, you've been quiet for a long time. Are you okay?
I'm just thinking.
I've got something. I picked up a single vehicle traversing that street last night. A black SUV. I ran the plate through the vehicle registration database to find the owner.
Who was it?
Shoko Nadami's ex-husband and Mizuki's father. Renju Okiura.
So let me get this straight. You think that Daddy drove his car on the tracks through the tunnel, stopped at the closed-down station, and carried Mom's body to the park?
I can't prove it was Renju. There's a chance someone else was driving the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, in any case, I know that the suspect must have used the subway tracks. That explains why there were no cars parked near the scene. Using that subway station, you could take the body right to the merry-go-round without being caught on camera.
Daddy didn't do it.
I am not so certain.
Either way, I have to talk to Renju. And you can help me find him.
Nani?
Hey Mizuki, tell me again. That person you saw at the merry-go-round,
No, it wasn't Daddy. I know it wasn't.
you're sure?
Well, I don't know. I think about a week ago, when I went to hang out at Lemniscape.
Did you notice anything different about him?
Nothing really. He was the same as usual.
And he didn't come to see you in the hospital, did he?
No.
Not even for his own daughter.
That is very unusual.
I don't remember. It was a while ago. What about you?
What about me?
You tried calling him.
I did. I called earlier, and I tried a few times last night.
And he didn't pick up?
No.
I don't want to say anything. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to anyone who thinks my daddy is a killer.
Look, I don't want to believe it either. I've known him for more than 5 years now. He's like family to me.
I never want to put cuffs on him. I'd never want to put cuffs on him. I would never want Mizuki to see that. Anyway, Renju just isn't the kind of guy who would commit a crime like this. About the Nile message.
Mizuki, Renju sent you that Nile message, didn't he?
What?
I got this buddy of mine. Real bad personality, but real good with technology. I got some help from them.
Bad personality.
It was a message sent at 8:05 last night. Does it sound familiar? Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away. Daddy needs your help. Please do as I say.
Yeah, that was it. It was from Daddy's phone. But I didn't want to say anything because that would make Daddy a suspect, so...
So you kept quiet.
Yeah. My dad's never said anything like that to me, ever. That he was counting on me? I had to go.
But you invited Ota along.
Bloom Park is in the middle of the Kawasaki district. There are a number of homeless individuals in a high crime rate there. Mizuki must have been worried about going alone.
But it couldn't be him.
Why not?
Daddy couldn't have sent the message. Someone else must have used his phone. And his car. Daddy wasn't driving the car either. Somebody else did it. The killer did it, not Daddy.
The only evidence we have so far leads to one conclusion. The cell phone and the car were both operated by Renju Okiura. Date, incoming call from the boss.
Connected.
Hey, I just got the report from Iva.
This doesn't seem like... Wait, I don't think this is safe driving. We can't see the road.
He's definitely suspicious.
I agree. I think he's our #1 suspect. He's been acting strange since last night. He didn't come see Mizuki in the hospital, won't pick up his phone, and he vanishes after questioning. He doesn't have an alibi for the time of the murder either.
He doesn't?
No, not one we can corroborate.
So Renju was questioned at a local station?
That's right.
Then why didn't you keep him there?
Protocol. Nothing we could do. He wasn't a suspect then, and we had nothing to charge him with. We couldn't hold him. No, I told you he vanished. Where are you headed?
Renju's house.
Don't bother. I had local cops search the place. They didn't find anything.
Where could he be?
He didn't give us any new information. He didn't have much to say at all, really.
Oh yeah, maybe Iba is aiding with driving.
Shoko's time of death was estimated to be about 5 p.m. yesterday. Renju claims that he was at home alone at the time. But that means no one can back up his story.
Iba is streaming the image in real time. I don't have a cell phone, never cared for them. Well, okay, if this doesn't count as a cell phone, but Iba can connect to any network in range. That's how I'm able to communicate with HQ. Alright, you're saying you don't care for cell phones. You have a cell phone in your eyeball, so I don't want to hear it. To Mizuki, I look like I'm talking to a Bluetooth. She doesn't see what I see. Hang up the phone.
Alright, boss. Let me know if you find something.
You too. Keep me in the loop.
Do you think Iba has to remind
Where
Date
the
to
hell
do
did
things
Renju go?
like wash his hands? Yes. Yes, definitely.
Sun poke?
What?
Sun poke. Or something.
Oh, Sunfish Pocket. Renju was telling me about that place. It's a maid cafe that he runs.
Ew!
I found it. Approximately 6.2 miles north-northeast. In Akihabara.
Hey everybody, remember to relax your shoulders. Relax them. Posture check. See if you're sitting up straight and have your shoulders relaxed.
Can't be.
Oh. Oh god, she's just seeing all kinds of shit today. She's back to being mute. Cover her eyes. Push her outside. Do something, dude. Now I'm hooked.
Renju!
His eyeball. Mizuki's not having a good 24 hours. Poor Mizuki's just losing all the people who are supposed to love her. Yeah, well, they didn't, so they kind of sucked at taking care of her. So maybe it was for the best that they got murdered horribly. Are we gonna Pokemon battle this dude
You
or
look
what?
awful. Have you been sleeping any?
My best friend was murdered, boss. I don't have it in me to sleep right now.
Thanks for subscribing, Color Wordsmith 337 and Colorfoy. Oh, Wordsmith 337 gifted it. Thank you very much.
She's sleeping at the hospital. They're going to give her counseling after she wakes up.
I see.
Her mother and her father. I hope she'll be okay. You were the first on the scene, so you know this better than anyone, but Renju was murdered. No way this was a suicide.
You sure?
And the fact that his left eye was removed tells me that this was the same killer as Shoko.
The serial killer.
The new Cyclops killer.
What?
Okay.
That's the nickname that's been spreading around headquarters.
New.
Yes, several years ago.
Pewter.
There is no point in hiding it from him. He would find out on his own eventually. It's all over the news. These murders have gone viral, so to speak.
So we're a past
The
victim,
killings
huh?
from 6 years ago have continued.
That's
The
how long we've had
Cyclops
amnesia.
killer is back.
6 years ago. Is that what you were talking about, boss?
Fine. I suppose you deserve to know.
What? You gonna say it?
We have a name for it down at HQ. The original Cyclops serial killings. To distinguish it from this new one. It was 6 years ago in October. 4 bodies were found in the mountains of Akikawa Valley.
But the decomposition of the corpses were all at different stages. They were each killed sometime during May to September of that year.
But they did have 2 things in common. They were all young women. And
Each corpse was missing their right eyeball, pulled out posthumously.
Oh, these are all missing their left eyeball, though. That's interesting. Very interesting.
a few days after the corpses were discovered, the killer sent a statement to the press. I killed them, and they are now my dear companions. Something like that.
He signed the statement under the name Cyclops. Hence the name, the Cyclops Killer.
The Cyclops is a mythological race of one-eyed giants. According to Greek myth, they are the children of Uranus, god of the sky, and Gaia, goddess of earth. Cyclops were known for their outstanding strength and smithing ability.
So the letter to the press wasn't a fake? It was the real killer?
Yes, it had to be.
A picture of one of the victims right after she was killed was sent along with the letter.
No, in 6 years we never got a single trace.
So maybe Cyclops is responsible for these murders as well.
No, that's impossible.
Why?
For one, the original Cyclops killer only killed women. Renju doesn't fit that profile. Second, all of the victims had their right eyes removed. But Shoko and Renju...
We're missing their left eye.
The timing of the eye removal is also inconsistent. The original Cyclops killer removed the eyes after the victims were killed. But Shoko and Renju were both still alive.
But even so, you can't say for sure this isn't our guy. Maybe they're just doing things a little differently now. Or do you have another reason?
I'm sorry, Date, I can't say anymore.
Bullshit, you can't.
It's a national secret.
How can it be a national secret?
Date, please, forget about it. I told you already you don't need to know anything about that case to investigate this one. The criminal for this case and the case 6 years ago are not the same.
Aiba, bring up all investigation records of the original Cyclops serial killings.
I already had a look through the database while you were talking. Unfortunately, I found no relevant information. I also did not discover anything of note on the internet.
She's lying. She's lying to us.
Only amateur theories,
She's lying.
all lacking credibility and evidence.
This is why we don't have a cell phone.
Damn
Because
it.
she's like, I looked it up. It's not there. Lying.
Of course not. I still got a mountain of work piled up, answering to the higher-ups, the press. I'm just taking a little breather.
Renju had his left eyeball removed.
Right. Shoko too.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others. I'm kidding.
Anime.
Only a joke.
Mocha Casino.
I'm too
9.
tired for your jokes right now, Pewter.
The answer's anime.
Actually, you lost your eye 6 years ago, correct?
Yep.
Yes, but I don't remember anything from back then. I lost my eye and my memories.
And then
I was
made me...
transplanted into your empty eye socket a year later. We have been together for more than 5 years.
And then they made me a detective for some reason. I don't understand why.
2 murders, one right after the other. How could I not be? Am I not allowed to be here?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I was here first. I was just talking to the boss about Renju's murder.
That's all we have for now.
All right.
Special Agent Date, we need you to continue your work.
Right. I think I'll head back to where Renju was found. Sunfish Pocket.
Date, you're exhausted. Why don't you get some sleep before you continue your investigation?
I'm fine. Let's go, Iba.
Understood. Date, the vehicle is accelerating 2% slower than usual. Did you put anything in the trunk?
No?
What about the back seat?
Back seat? Mizuki!
Hey, watch out! Eyes forward, stupid.
Mizuki climbed up to the front and sat in the passenger seat.
I ditched the hospital. They're probably freaking out over there right now.
I'm taking you back.
No, don't! Nothing will change if I stay at the hospital all day. You're going to investigate, right? Take me with you, I can help!
How is a little runt like you gonna be any help?
I'm Renju's daughter. Maybe I'll notice something you don't. Something only his daughter would know.
I don't know.
My daddy was killed. I can't just stay at the hospital.
Fine. Don't say I never did anything for you.
You're going to take me along?
Just promise not to interfere with the investigation.
Got it.
Alright, so we're gonna take this 12-year-old who just witnessed both her parents be murdered, and we're gonna let her help with the investigation of the murder of her own 2 parents. Also us, who personally knew 2 of the people who were murdered. This is the most unprofessional detective police force thing I've ever seen.
Well, I can still talk this time. Maybe I'm just getting used to it.
Mizuki's psychological wounds have been healed by the sink.
I don't think so. I think that she definitely still has psychological wounds.
If you have nothing to talk about, you don't have to say anything.
Fair enough.
You're an adult, shouldn't you know that already? If you start talking about the weather, it means you have nothing to say.
Damn. brat.
No, it's more like I don't like sitting still and moping all day. I've grown out of my brooding, pretentious teenager phase.
Odd thing for a preteen to say.
Are you not aware of Mizuki's mental prowess? She is far more developed than her classmates. She is even reading psychology papers by Alfred Adler.
Sounds pretentious to me. Hey, about Renju. Do you have anything to tell me? Anything at all that might help?
Well, it's not about Daddy, but I heard from Daddy that Mom had a secret.
Shoko had a secret?
Did you know that Mom was the representative of an investment company?
Yeah, I did.
That whole company was a big scam.
A scam?
Well, I don't know the details. They start up a company to get people to invest in it, then shut it down on purpose and keep the money. She got really rich like that.
Whoa.
Shoko did this?
Yep.
By herself?
No, dummy. Of course it was with other people. I saw gangsters there sometimes. If she ever got into trouble, she had them take care of it.
I am scanning all known crime databases, but I cannot find any reports referencing this. They must have been extraordinarily careful.
I'm not okay.
So, you want to go back to the hospital? I'd be more than happy to drop you off.
That's not what I meant. Why are you always so pushy, Date?
I'm not pushy, I'm just worried.
You've got a weird way of showing it. Doesn't look like you're worried. You're just weird.
You've always got something smart to say, huh? You're just like Renju.
Date,
What about Daddy?
Nothing.
You have no tact, do you? This is why you're single and always will be.
Oh!
That's where you're wrong, kiddo. I look like a single father when you're around. Chicks love it.
Yeah, chicks love to see creepy old men hanging out with a 6th grader.
Hey, what are you implying?
Ooh, did I make you mad? Now I'm stuck in a car with an angry old creepy pervert.
I am not an old, creepy pervert. And even if you were my age, you're not my type.
Ew, I don't want to know
what?
about your type.
Exactly,
Hey, you started it.
Mizuki.
Stupid old man.
Punk-ass kid.
I don't want the fucking... Stop having the subtext. Turn it off. Fucking anime bullshit. Sunfish Pocket. Alright, Mizuki, let's go to the murder scene of your father. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's totally chill.
Ah, Detective Date. Good to see you, sir. And this is...
My assistant,
Have
a
you looked through
12-year-old.
the case file yet?
Oh, I am so sorry.
She shouldn't be
She's
here.
the victims.
Yes. Please, let us through.
Don't you think the police officer would have been like, it's inappropriate for her to be here? Let's really traumatize her and describe her mom as our type. Renju's corpse was hung by 3 wires. The wires were tied to 3 kegs.
each keg has a capacity of 20 liters. All 3 kegs were filled, and approximately 55 pounds each.
What?
I was asking for your name.
My name is Kagami.
Kagami is the serial killer. I promise you this.
It's Kagami.
Kagami's the killer.
Kagami? I told you it's Kagami. I told you my name like 5 times.
I of course remembered his name.
No, we didn't find anything today. No, not these past few days.
I thought so. Once this is over, get some rest, alright?
You too, Detective Date.
Doorway to the kitchen. Let's see. Oil drum must be some kind of interior decor.
The capacity of this oil drum is 200 liters. It weighs approximately 44 pounds when empty.
Let me check inside.
Oh, there's a watch inside.
What?
There's something inside.
Maybe they stored his body inside the barrel. I stepped up to the drum.
This is the oil drum.
This is the kind of oil drum that has a lid, right?
Correct.
Let's open it.
Maid cafes are so fucking creepy.
This is... This is the wristwatch Renju always wore. No doubt about it. But how did this get here?
Mario, your brain is immense. My brain keeps getting bigger and bigger every time. Table.
Iba, did you get anything from the surveillance camera?
Unfortunately, no. All of the recordings from local surveillance equipment have been erased.
What about backups?
There are none. Nothing was uploaded to the cloud either.
I thought I already told you. Sitting around rotting away in the hospital would be worse.
Still...
I know what you're trying to say. For a little girl to find her dad like that and then want to go back to the scene, you think it's totally weird, right?
In fairness, it is also weird for an adult policeman to acquiesce such a request from a child.
But this is what I wanted. I didn't want to run away from it. I wanted to confront it. I didn't want to be weak.
Well...
You were telling me earlier that you could spot things only a daughter would know.
I know what I said. I'll tell you if I notice anything. Did you hear me? I said I'll tell you if I see anything. How could I forget? I'll never be able to get that image out of my head. Not until the day I die.
Can we talk about the watch? We can't talk about the watch. Let's see, what else can I look at? Oh, the pictures. There are pictures of girls on display. Probably the girls that are working here.
What are you staring at? Creeper.
I agree.
Register near the doorway.
Dragon's Palace 1800?
Isn't that pretty average?
This is average?
Isn't that like $180? 1800 priced. Or is it $18? Is it $180 or $18? Box. I looked inside the wooden box. There's nothing there.
Is that a spear?
It more closely resembles a harpoon of sorts. I believe this is a trident.
Any chance this was used in the murder?
No. There are no traces of blood on the trident, and no indication that Renju was stabbed.
I already clicked on the beer kegs.
Jeez, you're... Pushy men are seen as desperate. This is why no one likes you.
Oof.
Besides, Date? Never mind. Just do your investigation or whatever.
What was she gonna say?
Now is not the time to worry about such things.
Hey, are you doing okay?
Oh, sorry. Just staring.
If you're having a hard time, you can tell me.
I'm fine. It's not like the body is lying here.
1,800 yen is $16.61, Mari. Thank you very much.
The corpse was strung up near this counter.
The autopsy report indicates that the contents of the victim's intestines were excreted upon death. But no traces of that have been found in the area, nor on the corpse itself. This evidence makes it highly likely that Renju was killed somewhere else.
He must have died in the barrel. He must have died.
It must have been considerably difficult to carry more than 150 pounds.
What do you mean?
Renju weighed approximately 158 pounds. I can estimate a person's weight by analyzing their bone structure, muscle, and fat.
So, someone must have killed Renju, put him in the barrel, taken him here, and then strung him up.
Aiba, can you recall the time we discovered the corpse?
Of course.
What?
The autopsy report discovered the presence of benzodiazepine. It is a common sedative. The dosage found in the victim's bloodstream was extremely high. It can be assumed that Renju's cognitive functions were heavily impaired before his death.
The left eye has been pulled out.
This case bears similarity to Shoko's. The left eyeball was removed while the victim was still alive.
There are deep impressions left on his neck.
Strangulation?
Correct. The face shows clear signs of congestion, along with petechia around the face and throat. Both are clear evidence of asphyxiation.
So that says that's another thing that's fucked up about maid cafe and hostesses, but host dude clubs. Drinks are insanely expensive. I think the reason why the drinks are expensive is because they're paying for the theming of the place and hopefully paying the maid cafe girls or whatever way more than regular, because I assume if you work at a maid cafe, everyone's being fucking disgusting. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure a bunch of anime otaku weebs are gonna be disgusting shitlords at a maid cafe. But who knows?
Any indication of the murder weapon?
Most likely a twisted piece of cloth. The culprit approached Renju from behind and wrapped the cloth around his neck, choking him in an attempt to suffocate him. The specific cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. Put more simply, the suspect strangled Renju to death from behind.
Do we have an estimated TOD?
Yesterday, around 8 p.m.
So Renju was murdered about 2 hours before Mizuki and I found the body.
The time of discovery was 10:20 p.m. You of course already know this, but you and Mizuki were the first to discover Renju's corpse. The body was hanged from the ceiling, similar to how a fish would be. A thick hook was embedded in the upper jaw, and the wires connecting to the hook were strung up on one of the ceiling beams. There was also a hook on the other end of each wire. The 3 beer kegs were attached to these hooks. We have found no fingerprints.
She was ignoring your calls before being murdered. Oh no! Let's see. Face, neck, body. Anything else?
Are you really okay?
Yeah, I am. Don't you have an investigation to do? Or are you stalling?
Have I missed anything? Right eye. Right eye is still there. Hook, face, right eye. Looked at any. His time of death is 8 o'clock. So now what? What else do I have to... The club is located on the second floor of the building. We use the elevator to get here.
Iva, can you check the operation records of this elevator?
Searching. Found it. The elevator records are sent automatically to building management. According to the record from yesterday, from 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, this elevator stopped on the second floor only once. At 8:55 p.m. The weight of the car's cargo was approximately 310 pounds.
I think we've checked everything we need to.
I agree. We should compile our evidence and inferences.
Mizuki, you ready to leave?
What? But we aren't done investigating.
What do you mean?
There are still people I want to talk to. Well, there is one place. Have you heard of Golden Yokocho in the entertainment district? Daddy used to go to a place called Marble a lot. Maybe they know something about him. Yeah. Oda is in here all the time. He might know something. I'll call him.
Ota's phone is broken. He dropped it in a puddle.
Sounds like Ota. He's so clumsy.
We'd have to talk to him in person.
He's probably at Lemniscate or Matsushita Diner. Yeah. Daddy owned Lemniscate and Iris works for them. She used to work here too.
So she might know something.
I'll call her.
Mizuki tried calling Iris, but there was no answer.
Have any idea where she might be?
I don't know. Iris is into a lot of things.
Let's head out.
Lemniscate, Matsushita Diner, and Marble. Let's head out.
Okay,